this becomes the first target then for the first part of the follow through, because then we get momentum shift on multiple time frames. And then second target for continuation, playing range, initiation, mitigation, continuation, react and follow through means that we take out this low and continue that intention. So we can use it on the higher time frame and lower time frame, but it helps to see both sides and it helps to build narrative. So yeah, it's pretty simple concept, but you can use it. So I'm just going to go through some examples now of how you can use it. I mean, on what's previously happened as well. So we'll start off with this one up here, as you see. So we've got on the 4 hour. This was the top 50% of. Let me just get rid of this. This was the top 50% of the 4 hour doji. So we have a doji candle here that represents a range on a lower time frame. So I use the top 50% of this. So obviously we've got the first reaction, then we've got the second. Here we go. So cool. So again, sideways range, initiation. We react from something left, which again is another range. Now, if this range follows through, this high will get taken. If it doesn't follow through, this low will get taken. Again, gives us a narrative, because now if we start to see momentum shift with aggression and speed, we can anticipate that this low could get taken. And then obviously that can help us to build narratives in the future. But as we see, so on the lower time frame, we're at the moment seeing price moving up very aggressively. Then we move into this point of interest that we have drawn out on the left, the range. So now if we follow through, so obviously on the lower time frame, we're going to get a reaction from a higher time frame mitigation, which will be this range. If we see MS with aggression and speed, the first target is going to become the swing low, which is this low here on a lower time frame. That reaction will then follow through. That's what that means. If we take out the swing low, we've followed through. And then again, we can then look at the swing low on a higher time frame. And if we're still getting that aggression and speed, pretty much like what we're getting now, if that continues, this low will probably get taken. But yeah, it's pretty much, it's very simple concept. It's just about really, in fact, I'll go back. It's just about really understanding it from a perspective of higher time frame and then lower time frame. So like, for example, now I'll actually replay this, probably a bit easier up until the actual time. So we have here a higher time frame mitigation that we're currently seeing right now. So now all I'm going to do is mark out my swing high and swing low. This is the swing low that we're currently seeing. This is where the move up started, so that's the swing low. So if this reaction from a higher time frame mitigation, remember this is just range, we've initiated, we're coming back up into that range in the future. If we react and follow through, the first target is going to be the swing low on the current time frame that we're seeing. The second target, if we follow through, is going to be the swing low on the higher time frame target. Again, gives us a narrative, because if now we start to see MS with aggression and speed happening up here, we know that the direction for the 1 minute chart is to take out this low if we follow through, right? If we don't follow through, it's about positioning ourselves based on location. So right now, between this high and this low is our swing points at this current time. I don't know if this took out the high or not, but if it didn't, this is the swing high, this is the swing low, right? So now what we're seeing is potential reversal structure happening. As we can see, we've mitigated a higher time frame range. If we see an MS here with aggression and speed, we can anticipate that the first target is going to become that swing low if we get that follow through. So now any continuations that are happening in here is all to take out this low, which now gives us narrative and understanding and direction on the minute chart. So again, we always follow aggression and speed in the market. That's what we always follow. So if we're seeing that aggression and speed to the downside, now we can anticipate that that low is going to get taken. So let's play this forward. As we see, obviously we can see that we had a MS right at the top as well. So again, this is before the session started, but we see an MS here with aggression and speed. So that's the first sign that we're getting aggression out of a higher time frame mitigation here. Now let's continue playing this. Obviously mitigate the edge of the range. And again, the same thing here, right? We can do the same understanding here. This is a sell to buy that's caused this break in structure. So again, bullish order flow, range, initiation. We're either going to react and follow through and take out this high, or reaction, no follow through, and we take out this low. So again, we've got reaction, no follow through, we took out the low. And obviously then we just see that aggression and speed continue. And I know a lot of you were watching this as it happened. This was on Friday, I'm pretty sure, or a Friday. So again, just following that same intention. So now it's about where do you want to position yourself. So once you understand the direction based on range, initiation, reaction, follow through. If we do follow through, we take out this low, or reaction, no follow through, we take out the high. Now we can start to think about where we position ourselves based on location. So if this is the swing low here, where the green square is, and this is the swing high, and we think about where do we position ourselves based on location, where's the trades based on location that we could take? Well, we've got a sideways range here at the edge, here, and we also have another sideways range here at the edge, and this is that whole buy to sell, and this is that whole sell to buy, holding the edges of the range. So once we kind of understand the direction, now we think about where we want to position ourselves based on location and follow that same narrative. So let's go through this again. So obviously we react out the middle of the range where most of the liquidity is taken. I'll play this forwards. We move up to the edge of the range. Again, momentum rule still showing that we're bearish. Then we continue lower prices. We continue that narrative. And again, if we follow through, we take out the low. If we don't follow through, we take out the high. So now let's say, for example, we were playing this as a potential reaction, no follow through. Well, we have our edge of our range here. So now we just need to think about, well, where do we want to position ourselves based on price delivery to take a trade into the edge? So we could wait for price to come down here. Same thing, we wait for the top, MS with aggression and speed. So if we see here an MS with aggression and speed into the market, now we can follow that aggression and speed, and this could be reaction from the high, no follow through, which means we don't take out this low and we stay bullish. Then again, we just position ourselves at the edge of the range, wait for that aggression and speed, wait for those continuations, and now we have our target again to take out the high. Because then this becomes reaction, no follow through, momentum stays bullish, order flow stays bullish, we follow that aggression and speed, and we have our next target, the high. So don't overcomplicate it, it's very simple. It's a very simple understanding. Obviously this one follows through, takes out the low, but that's how we get direction so easily.
It feels scary to jump, Ian. That is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.